Man, I'm so sick of like
The
it's
the
just
white
so
man.
it's not even that. Honestly, when I have to sit here, like I heard Amira say, I did my own research and I found this out. And everybody who responded after her says she needs to do research. She hasn't been given the opportunity to know these things. She told you she looked it up and still formed this opinion, and we accepted it and then made excuses for her. It's like it's like when Harriet Tubman said, I freed a million slaves, but I could have freed a million more if only they knew they were slaves." Like when Willie Lynch said, take the mind, but keep the body. It's like we operating on fear too much, and we keep punching down on our own people. This lady said some crazy shit, and you know what Shan got on camera said? I get what you're saying. Oh, I just want you to know. No, you're supposed to check them people. Not because you care, but because the question was, why do other cultures lack respect for our culture? Because we allow them to. They get to say the craziest shit in our face, and we get to say, I get what you're saying, and I still like you, but I just don't like that you said no. No, we respect other cultures because they demand that respect and they hold themselves to that standard. I'm so tired of y'all getting on here. Oh, you can't be smart enough for white people to respect you. You can't not be a hoe enough for white people to respect you. You cannot say the N word doing raps for them not to think that of you. You can't say the word hoe doing R&B and then not think you a hoe. These people don't like you at all. They think you are not a human being. Stop thinking that we have to conduct ourselves in a way that doesn't fucking matter for people who don't like us. To Hink's point, what we say don't matter because he don't give a fuck about us. What his wife says matters because he cares. Then people do not care enough. And the reason that y'all keep saying that there's no community is because you have disassociated yourself with that community and that culture. Not that it don't exist. It exists. It is prevalent. It is alive. It is vibrant. But if you keep saying shit like, well, what about being a human? You are a human. We all humans. But you black first, like Malcolm X said, in this room, we all black. We all black. You could be Muslim, you could be Christian, you could be whatever the fuck you want to be. But you black first. And if you don't want to be black first, you shouldn't be having a conversation about black community not existing because you don't even know it. Because you've dissected yourself from it. Stop punching down on our people so that we can reflect in a way. And the reason that we have issues today and the reason that black women have issues with black men today is because of how we see y'all. Like King said, we see y'all in such a way that y'all don't see yourselves. It's like y'all operate on fear. Y'all, but y'all not aware or scared of the actual danger. And because y'all have ego, y'all not willing to realize you are a victim. Stop playing victim. You are a fucking victim. You are having your shit handed to you every day. And until you acknowledge that, I'm not saying using it as an excuse, but until you acknowledge you are being fucking victimized, exploited, and taken advantage of every day, we can't go nowhere. But if you got your chest
That-
out too bad that people not fucking with you and da da da, no, you are being victimized. What you do about that is important, but don't let ego keep fucking us up and putting us in a circle. That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
I know,
yeah,
and I want to say to
Danielle,
Kale
that's
and Hink,
Hold on, Vince. Hold on. Let's get Cloud in there. Daniel, will you finish?
yeah, I
I
just
think
wanted to say to
I think
Kale and Hink,
sometimes
I acknowledge that these things are happening with respect to y'all, and I wish they didn't. I have sons. I have my son's 6'2". I be scared too sometimes. So I acknowledge that they happen, and I wish they didn't. But I just want y'all to start seeing yourselves the way we see y'all. Even though we combative sometimes, I think y'all much stronger and than y'all put off to be. And I think we y'all are going to be the reason that things change if y'all start acknowledging what's happening. But I'll land there.
All right, go ahead, Cloud.
um I don't know, man. I just think it's that thinking that she's talking about to me is a little unfortunate. And I say that because like and I want to say it in the most respectful way, but it's like from my experience, the only black people that have those experiences that she's talking about are the black people who think the way she thinks. And so it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Um black people in America tend to have a lack of awareness of other cultures, but tend to want everybody to be very aware of their culture. And that lack of awareness causes them to do things that violate other cultures without them realizing that they're doing it. So what happens is now, because of that lack of cultural awareness, what will happen is like a black person might walk into an environment or into a community, right? And they may behave in a way that is the opposite of what the standards of that environment of community are. And then when called out on it, or when they receive backlash on it, the immediate assumption is that the reasoning is because of the color of their skin. And I think that as a people, I think we have to come to be able to have a grander perception than just like when we take ourselves out of our shoes and we pretend that we're other people. The only thing that we see when we're in those people's shoes is black. But when we look through our own eyes, we don't only see white. Like when I look at other people, I don't go, white person, Asian person, and they're different from me and they hate me. I don't do that. But we all assume that when people look at us, any negative interaction we have with them is simply because they just hate us based off of the color of our skin. And I think that's very myopic thinking. I think that we overlook sometimes that, and this happens in the media, for example. You see a white guy and a black guy having an argument, and the white guy says, "Fuck you, motherfucker," and everyone goes, "Oh my God, that white guy's racist." Maybe the black guy was an asshole, but nobody considers that maybe the black guy was an asshole. There are black assholes as much as there are white assholes. There are black jerks as much as there are white jerks. Like, there are shitty and great people of all races and cultures. And on top of that, I say that again, only the people who have that mentality seem to have those experiences, is because I don't know, like I've been told this my whole life, that white people hate me. White people hate me. They don't see me as a human being. And to be honest, I'm looking to find it. I'm really trying my hardest to find these white people that hate me so much, because in my experience, it's honestly starting to piss me off. If I'm being real, it's starting to piss me off, because when I have these interactions with white people, I honestly, if I'm being 100%, I have some of the most pleasant experiences I've ever had in my life with white people. I remember one time I literally just went to go stand by a Trump rally just for the hell of it, just as a joke, like just to see what the hell was going on. I ended up in a conversation with some random people. They ended up inviting me and my friends to lunch. I'm literally pulling out my card to pay, and they're literally fighting me to not pay. Like, me and my homegirl are offering our cards, and they're like, "No, I'm not taking your money. Like, no, we appreciate your company. I got you. This is on us. You can get us another time." Like, I've had so many experiences with these people that supposedly hate me so much, that have been positive. They've supported my business. They, I literally met a white guy, a friend of a friend, last week. My first time at his house, dude cooked me a meal, pour me a glass, literally treated me treated me as a guest in his home, like some of my black friends don't even treat me. Like, some of my black friends, when I come over, they don't prepare me nothing. They just be like, "Yo, grab something out the fridge." He literally treated me like a guest, like how I was raised to treat people. And yet I keep hearing this. And I'm saying this, I'm not saying this to say that all white people are kind or anything like that, because there's obviously racism. Obviously it exists, and obviously there are terrible people in the world. But my overall point is that for us, it's like we have this position where we're always assuming everything that happens to us is based solely off of the fact that our skin has melanin in it. And it's just like, when the rest of the world sees it, they see it as fucking childish. Like, they see it as immature. And that's why a lot of times we get that disrespect. On top of that, black people have to understand, we're not the only black people in the world in America. There are black people in every single country in the world. And they've been able to reach different heights in society. And the ones in the higher levels of society are not having the same complaints that black people in America are having. They're not. When I walk in and do business with white people in certain areas, I don't have that complaint that they treat me different because I'm black. So it's like I'm really just trying to really figure out, where are people actually experiencing this? Because none of the people I know that actually know white people have these experiences. It's usually the people that don't know any white people, the people that never left the hood, the people that really don't travel like that, the people that never left America. It's those people that are usually the loudest voices talking about how the world, America's so racist and everybody hates black people. When I leave the country, people love black people. Are you kidding me? They literally love us. They literally love everything about us. They want to imitate our culture. They want to get to know us. I guarantee you, if any one of you were to go to Japan right now and just stand in the street, there will be a crowd will form around you of people just wanting to take pictures of you, because them just having a picture with a black person will make them will jump their social status in Japan and China. It literally would jump their social status like 10 times. You literally have Asians
Mexico
right
too.
now changing their hair. It's the big fashion trend in Asia to make their hair look black so that they could look like mixed kids. So this world, our music is the most consumed. When we open restaurants, their lines are out the door with all kinds of people paying double the price that they were paying other restaurants. So I really don't understand where this everybody hates black culture thing is coming from. I really think what it is that people are just tired of hearing a certain subset of black people complain, make excuses, and constantly bring up racism. It's like shitting in the water. It's like, bro, we all are obviously different races, and it's like we all obviously come from different cultures. But every time a conversation comes up, any conflict comes up on the black side, it's because you're racist. You hate black people. It's like, bro, like people get tired of that. And as a man, it's almost like as a man, when you have conversations with black women and any conversation, it's because you hate your mother. Oh, you're a misogynist. It's like, all right, when are we going to stop doing this and have a real discourse at some point? That's what it comes off as. So that's my opinion on it. I have a lot more to say, but I'm hogging a lot of time, so I'm gonna land there.
So I think it's.
Can I respond to what he just said?
If I
Because
could
I'm
jump
fixing
in
to
real
jump
quick.
off like
No, Danielle, you've been going for a minute. Let me,
I just feel like that was
so
crazy.
wait, hold on,
I just
Danielle.
think that was the
A lot
craziest thing I heard in my entire life.
what